IS-173, the aptly named Pest, is intriguing in part for the similarities it bears to so much early life on Earth. Based on certain genetic parallels, and indeed its genetic structure, Dr. Pendleton has identified some striking similarities to early life on Earth. But until we gather more information, her theory remains a theory at best. Watching Dr. Peters work with the 173 this morning, the little hoppy one, a thought occurred to me about its relation to the other two, and indeed all the entities we have encountered in Antiverse 2. At best, the implications are, concerning. In the most extreme reading, no, it will have to wait. Dr. Manse, Cascade Facility. Immured Subject 184. These Xers, or the Exor as Lenora, Dr. Riggs insists on calling it, is a highly aggressive, bipedal humanoid originating, we believe, in Antiverse 2. We've now tracked 184 through the 4 known stages in its life cycle, and intriguingly, several divergent adult forms. How or why it attains these forms, we are yet to determine. Dr. Pendleton questioned the Exor's similarity to humanity's own morphology, and I referred her to crabs. Their form has evolved independently on Earth on at least 5 separate occasions. It would seem that evolution resolves certain environmental challenges in a remarkably consistent fashion. There is, of course, another explanation for the Exor's apparent similarity to ourselves, but without the necessary data, I refuse to indulge Pendleton's penchant for unnecessary speculation. And besides, they look closer to birds, if you ask me. 139 has been perhaps the most difficult IS to study so far. We first thought it was simply refracting light through its crystalline form, but now we're not so sure. It appears shrouded by some kind of aura that renders it almost entirely transparent to visible light. The creature moves at incredible speed, so catching one for study will be challenging. Obviously, I have left Dr. Stern in charge of the investigation. Preliminary note on IS-091. At this point, details are inconclusive. We've dispatched a research team to Indonesia to gather field data, with a view to bringing in a trans-recon unit and possible gatekeeper support for capture, should it come to that. A microscopic entity in its home antiverse, IS-121 is a staggering titan in our own. How the gatekeepers managed to secure not one, but 2 of these behemoths is quite frankly beyond me. I suspect it is best not to ask. They are a necessary force, confronting nightmares and returning with them in chains. 121, an incredible specimen. Our research continues. Dr. Derek Manse, Cascade. If she is correct, Dr. Newman's proposed dark lens should greatly enhance the range and efficiency of our perforation events. She has discovered a way to harness the bosonic properties of certain antiverse materials to create a targeting system for our perforation events. I must admit, she's excelled herself. Dr. Tenku appears to have made a breakthrough, but we've had false starts before. But this time, her results seem reproducible. I almost can't believe it. Tengu has discovered a new kind of bosonic matter, a sort of negative photon, and in so doing, unlocked an entirely new mathematics. Exactly what this means for research here at Cascade is unclear. We are charting new territory and making new discoveries almost daily. I feel we have passed through the looking glass. Private note. It's undeniable that operations at Cascade are being monitored by external forces. This much the Cascade Executive Committee have been permitted to know. Exactly who has been infiltrating our communications, and to what ends, remains unknown. Or rather, those who know refuse to say. I've been directed to tell my team that we are conducting some security drills, but the threat seems quite real. Private note. After several months of inquiry, I have finally acquired information about our looky-loos. It's far worse than I imagined. A certain amount of attention to our research is inevitable, but thankfully the organizations that are in a position to know precisely what our research entails are few and rare. This group's reputation, however, is of a different order. If their attention is a harbinger of greater ambitions, I believe we have a problem on our hands.